to the finals we have ever had. 8 of our 12 finalists, 8 have been on the World Cup circuit for the United States. 2 Olympians in finals. Are you ready? I can't hear you. Keep it going. Are you ready?
I would say that the main difference is that we're trying to curate a more balanced experience for the competitors. Like my goal when I'm chiefing a comp like this is to determine who the best climber is. It's not the best at coordination, not the best at like pure rock climbing, but I want it to be balanced, right? I want to figure out who can do it all.
I love watching people having the best time at a comp, you know? Like, even if you're climbing V0, you come to your first comp and you're just like making friends, you get to climb cool boulders, and I love to just be facilitating the fun that people are having. Sometimes I do want to facilitate a lack of fun, and I think that that's a fun part around setting too. Sometimes you make them do stuff that they're like, what the f***? I don't want to do that, and you're like, but you got to do that, and that's cool too.
The goal is not purely separation. The goal is to set moves that the competitors actually want to do. And I feel like a lot of these elite events, the main priority is to separate the field. And there's this question that gets asked a lot is like, are they willing to do this move? Like, are they willing to like take the risk or whatever, do something that's like maybe tweaky or maybe like a little bit sketchy? And this is like, I want them to want to do the move because they're having a good time trying the boulder.
I think that I like don't think that much about it. I just like find some holds that I think are really cool, and then I'll try to think of a move that I think is cool and just kind of put it on the wall. I like watch a lot of time when people are setting, they're spending a lot of time just like deep thought, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but for me, I think it kind of throws me off if I think too much about it. I kind of just like see a hold and I'm like, oh, this is sick. And I'm like, oh, I could make them do this with this hold.
Our finalists typically are national level competitors, but if all of the climbs were just 100% catering to that caliber of climber and ability, then there wouldn't be much of both an entertainment and show aspect as well as just a fun aspect for the rest of the competitors, because there needs to be that easier level and approachability to have like a well-balanced round.
Me referencing stronger climbers or like competitors from the past is more about kind of a way to describe something that we all sort of as setters might know to be characteristic of that climber, you know? And so when you say something like an Alex Puccio boulder, then that probably means really powerful and pinches and bigger holds because she was so good at that. For me here setting at this comp, it was definitely a consideration of who our top athletes might be in finals, and you know, knowing what they're capable of is important.
The whole point of doing this is to have a good time. Like, of course we want to see some crazy action and like cool boulders, but it's like bringing people together and letting them do this and just making it fun. We're not deciding who goes to the Olympics or who goes to set the World Cups. We're deciding who podiums at our local comp. And if it's like a hometown hero, that's incredible. Like, let's just make it fun, make it a good hang for everyone. I think for me, at least it changes that much. Like, I always think about who am I setting for? What's the target audience? And whenever you ask yourself that question first, it allows you to make all the other decisions that you need to make. So if I'm setting for the pro athletes, I know I can get away with a lot more and it's okay to have things be uncomfortable or a little out of like what you normally like, versus a commercial setting, I'm more likely going to put it in a comfortable position. I know it can't go crazy with moves, and we're just looking for a different outcome with both of those things, but it all starts with the same question of who am I setting for? Been doing it long enough, I know a lot of the stuff that I can set and with the holds that we have available, so it's sort of just matching like those ideas with the materials and angles that we have. And personally, my like style is I don't come prepared with like ideas a lot of times. I'm a pretty intuitive route setter. I like to put stuff on the wall, feel it, and like try to think about like, oh, what could you do from here, and what would be different to do from here than I want to do necessarily, and try to push things in a different direction that way. So it's more about like how it feels than like having this like solid idea of what I'm going to do before I get there.
When I do set commercially, it's harder for me to get into. I think it's the way that you build a comp boulder is, it's one part surprising, and the second part is utility. So one part surprise, one part utility. So you have to do really specific things, really utilitarian things. You have to ask, do you know how to jump? Do you know how to crimp? Are you a technical climber? All of these things, but you have to do it in a new way, or an attempt to do it in a new way every time. And so that's what competition setting is. What I would say is the commercial route setting, you don't have to ask nearly as many questions at nearly as high of a level. So on a commercial set, you're setting a V11, a V10, a couple V9s, depending on the gym. But in this competition, like everything's V10 or harder. Like we have a few things that are lower than that, and those will get forerun, but it's probably 2 or 3 boulders that are chill. Like everything in this comp is intended to like challenge you mentally pretty heavily.
There's 2 things about climbing competitions that are important, in my opinion, have to happen. There's the formality. Do you get separation? Do you have a clear winner? Do the right people win, sort of thing? Does it look good on paper? The bones of the comp. And then there's the soul of the comp.